Well, guys, that's it. Just finished scanning 1,080 packs of Fusion Strike just to get a single VMAX Alt Art. That's right, you can now scan your packs with a CT scanner, like this homemade CT scanner I have right here, and find out exactly what's inside your pack. All it takes is sending away your cards and paying $65 per pack to get them scanned. In order for me to hit that Gengar V Max Alt Art and Fusion Strike, I only had to spend $61,000, and I can sell the other packs, the dud packs. Isn't it amazing? So guys, the big news is you can now scan your packs and find out what's inside without breaking that lovely seal, making that pack ripping sound. And I gotta say, it does not impact you and me one single bit. This has left many people frantic, nervous, wondering if their Pokemon investments are doomed. And I gotta say, you don't need to worry about it. I mean, there are always dubious people in the Pokemon space who are gonna do bad things. They're always gonna be there. But right now, I don't think we have to panic at all about having CT scanners or people doing CT scanners to open up packs or find out what packs are. Because this news, it really only affects the highest of the high-end community. It doesn't affect commoners, collectors like you and I. The reason is they're charging about $65 per pack. Sure, you can give them a booster box, and we don't know exactly how much they're going to charge to scan a booster box, but $65 a pack, even $50 a pack, it makes scanning and searching for that big hit impossible. Like I said, if you're going to hit the VMAX Alt Art, you're going to have to scan at least maybe up to 1,000 packs, and all of a sudden, you're spending $61,000 on scanning services to find out. And there's no ROI on that. There's no ROI on Modern for you to do that. The question will be, how much does it have to come down before it affects you and me? The average collector. The person with a closet or a storage space with some sealed product. Some modern product that'll go up over time. Well, it's going to have to change quite a bit for it to impact us. This adds a lot of change to the high-end community, but as a modern collector, as you and me, it's very unlikely it's going to really impact us at all. When it does come down, and it will, there'll be more people and they'll see it come down, but to the average collector, to the person with modern binders, the persons with the temporarily embarrassed millionaires like you and me, it's not going to affect us one bit. The fact that the cost to scan is so high, it's not going to affect us. Let me get into some of the cases and let me get into the numbers and show you exactly why we don't need to be worrying about it right now. You know, how far in the future before it becomes a thing. Let's take a look. So how cheap would it have to be for it to really impact Modern? Let's first look at base set first edition. Let's look at the old Charizard and let's see what happens here. So if you look at base set, I mean, think roughly you have to open a bunch of packs to get a Charizard. And I think maybe there was possibly one every 2 booster boxes, one Charizard. You're looking for that Shadowless first edition. And let's say a pack price first edition for first edition packs, they're about $2,400. So you're going to have to scan a lot of packs. And let's say it's going to cost maybe $3,900 for you to scan about 60 packs for you to find that Charizard. Maybe you get lucky early, but you have to still send them away, get them scanned. So the cost for you to scan those, get those packs and scan them, you're looking at about $147,900 at $2,400 a pack for base set first edition. So let's say you have that. You go ahead, you buy the packs, you spend, the $3,900 on scanning them all. You find the Charizard, that one pack, which was originally $2,400. It's now, you can open up, get that Charizard, grade it, hope for an 8, a 9, maybe even 10, but you find out, it's a good PSA 9. So get it submitted. Now you have a 12K PSA 9 Charizard First Edition base, fresh out of the pack. So you can go ahead and sell all those duds, all the ones that didn't have the Charizard in it, and make some money back. So the hit value is 12, you get that 12K. Spend 3,900, you got 12K. You're up about $5,700 after you spend all that money scanning all those packs. So ROI is there, right? You've made $5,700. You're able to sell the packs that didn't have the Charizard in it for $2,400. I don't know if you could sell them for un-CT scanned, but whatever. So there might be some wiggle room with these really high value packs where finding that one piece, one card, is really much more valuable than, let's say, Modern. Now, if you start to look at Modern, that's where things get a little bit different. So with Modern, and let's say you want to open packs and you want to score yourself from Twilight Masquerade that lovely Greninja EX SIR. So you're going to have to go through as many as 880 packs searching for that Greninja. Okay, the cost to scan 879 packs to find that Greninja is roughly $57,000 at $65 a pack. So your total cost of, $4 packs, $804 packs, $60,000, right? When you're done, you can sell everything that didn't have a Greninja EX, and you now have a Greninja EX and the money you got from selling. You get a $220 hit by spending $60,000. Your cost of that endeavor, you're down $56,900 after you sell all those dud packs. So from a Modern perspective, it does not make sense whatsoever to use this scanning service. Now, if you're interested in more about the scanning service, check out OKJLib's video. He goes in detail exactly what they can do, what they can't, the different card types and we're here talking about Pokemon specifically. What does this really mean for collectors like us? I don't really feel like CT scanners are really going to change why we collect Pokemon, why we collect sealed product. We have these boxes because it's stored up potential, right? As soon as the box is ripped, we know what's inside it. In most cases, it's not what you dreamed of. But while it's sealed, right, while you have it contained, it's stored up potential. That's why we like to have sealed product, right? That's why we like it. We are sealed product collectors and investors. We are keepers of potential. And that's what's so exciting about sealed product. If you scan and knew exactly what was in it, it's the same as opening, right? It's once you know what's in there, it's gone. Will the nefarious people use CT scanners? The answer is probably yes. Will they have a hard time? Definitely. Even big companies or big breakers or big stores that sell, even these really expensive sports cards, they have very little incentive to do this. I mean, it's especially to pay someone else to use it, to actually pay those fees. And the time, I can only imagine the time it's going to take to scan everything. Weighing packs, taking the biggest hit, that's a thing in Japan. It's a thing here too, weighed packs. And people are not good, right? You can't trust everyone. So CT scanning, it's going to be another black eye in the market. It's going to be negative to pack weighers. It's going to have those old negative combinations. But good companies, they're not going to do it. They're not going to sell you the duds. That's not what most companies are going to do. And these people who are in it to use CT scanners, they're just in it for the money, right? And let's say, even if you exclude people who are just going to sell the duds, CT scanning is very much a vanity service. It's like sending your card away to get graded, but I mean, the chances of hitting big is going to be far, far less than opening it and seeing that. There's not going to be an ROI. Like, why would you do that? It would be worse than like sending your bulk in to get graded. It just doesn't make sense. So let's talk about the Greninja SIR a little bit and why modern is different than the base set Charizard and vintage. Why is this so different? So modern is very different than vintage. When you're opening modern, there's so much more packs that need to be opened in order for you to find that value card. And it completely, if you're paying for CT scanning, it's just too expensive to scan that many cards, that many packs that need to happen. Now, like I said, you can potentially do it with vintage. As you can see with, the hypothetical first edition Charizard, you're not going to experience the same thing. And let's talk a little bit about modern. Let's say you have a CT scanner, or it's going to cost a little bit, whether it's money, sending away to a scanner, CT scanner, or time. Let's say you want a hyper rare. You want to sell all the packs except for hyper rares. You're going to have to scan 146 packs to get a single hyper rare. The cost of that, $10,000 just to find a hyper rare and avoid opening the other packs. And the value of that hyper rare maybe averages around $12. SIR, there's more SIRs, right? But you open up 86 packs and you'll get an SIR, probably. Cost there, maybe $5,934. So the hit value, well, it's a little more, $39. You're going to lose $5,555 searching for an SIR, scanning each pack. You're just going to lose money because you're going to waste so much time scanning packs with nothing in them. And that might even be true for vintage. You're going to scan a lot of packs that they won't have the ROI. Will each pack have more than the value of $65 that it costs to scan? Maybe. But for modern, not true. Most packs are not going to have $65 worth of value in them. So modern it's just not going to be impacted. Let's say you're looking for that specific SIR, as I mentioned before. You're going to be spending like $64,000 searching for a specific SIR. It's just, there's no point. It's not going to impact us. But what happens when the price comes down? How much does CT card scanning have to come down before it makes sense for scammers to use CT scanning to sell you the duds, to take the packs they want? So you do the math a little bit differently, and you could start to see how much or how cheap it needs to be for you to get, for example, a hyper rare. Let's say you want to get a single hyper rare. In order for you to make any type of profit, a CT scan of a pack needs to cost less than 6 cents, like 5 cents 50, right? 5.5 cents. That's how much the scan needs to cost for you to scan and get the hyper rare. To get the SIR, scanning needs to be less than 40 cents just to break even over, large numbers, just to break even. Sure, you can hit early, but to get that IR, to get an IR, you need to spend, it has to be at less than 30 cents for it to make sense, just to break even. Ultra rare, you want an ultra rare, it has to be less than 6 cents to break even. It's just, the fact is, the cost of this CT scanning has to be much, much lower for it to make any sense for the scammers to do it, let alone, the companies that would sell packs, the investor guys with their closet full of sealed product. Let's say, Scarlet and Violet, you get a hit every 5 packs, and the hit might be a $2 EX, right? It might be something like that. Let's say you just wanted to remove the hits. In order for you to just determine what hits, the CT scanning cost needs to be under 20 cents per scan for you to break even, for you to identify those hits. Now, sure, you might have cards that get identified and they're worth more than, a $5 hit, $5 EX. Truth is, most times, it's just CT scanning has to be way, way cheaper for it to have any impact, any return of investment to make it worth you doing. Better off just opening the pack compared to paying that much money just to scan and confirm that a pack does or doesn't have the card you're looking for. Don't buy loose Japanese packs. Everyone knows that. They'll take the hit and they'll sell the rest. It's probably why English doesn't want to seed booster boxes. In order to take hits from English booster boxes, the cost to scan, even the time, might be way too high. The only thing that the service might do is for people who have that, that one pack of base first edition fossil unweighed, that you're curious if it has anything. It might be a vanity purchase to get a CT scan to see what's in it, but I really don't think CT scanning is going to impact collectors in the same way that people are overreacting. So these are my numbers. Do you think I made any mistakes? Obviously, they're all averages, and the hit rates are taken from, that random graphic that goes around for Twilight Masquerade. Do you think the numbers are correct? Do you think it really has to be this cheap before it starts impacting us? I do. Comment down below if you think I got something wrong. If you think I'm incorrect in assuming that this is not going to impact your average collector. Thanks for watching.